actual page. Google My Business is one that I could see both of you touching definitely at different points, because this is where, like, if I look up, again, I know you may know this stuff, I'm just doing it for fun, just in case, and for the recording in case somebody else watches this.
Yep.
So am I recording? That would be tragic.
Yes.
So this is where the actual Google listing shows up. This is Google Maps. This is this listing right here. This is all the photos. This is the phone number. This is the reviews on the Google page. This is the business hours. This is the phone number on Google. This is posts that might show up down here. It's just, there's a lot. It also is our Google Search Console. It is also our analytics, Google Analytics for the website. So it's very, very important that, like, this login is maintained. Hang on one second. Let me pause the recording. Just resume recording. Everything you say will be held against you in a court of law. So when I log into Google My Business, there's actually these locations. So it's not logged into an individual location yet. I need to go select the location. There's ungrouped and grouped. So it's sort of strange how that's set up, but if you don't find it under ungrouped locations, just go click on the state. And then I'm gonna take, like, let's take Summerlin. I can actually click into it, and now it's gonna pull up the Summerlin location. So under the home, I can create a post which shows, like, as an article on Google.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good for SEO. So if you're working with Jason or doing it independently, and it's like, let's take our blog article and put the link on Google so it shows up when people search FastFit, that's where you do it.
Okay.
You can add more photos. There's a better place to do photos, so I don't really use that. This will show performance, so you can actually click in here and look at analytics. There's also insights on the left-hand side as well. It'll show our latest post, customer photos, which you can't really control, but you can control our photos. Reviews, so I can reply to reviews here. I can manage my reviews. I can report reviews. We have very good reviews on Google. So, and there's some things that we don't use, virtual tours, getting more reviews. But under posts, this is where you can create a COVID-19 update, an update on the business, add an event, an offer, those sorts of things. And this is really straightforward. Like, hey, I want to add an update. Let me give it a photo. It's going to be this picture of Patricia McCormick or whatever. Giant client success at FastFit. Add a button. Learn more. This is where I put the link to the blog.
Okay.
And then I publish it. And that actually puts out a post, but you have to do that for each location. So it doesn't publish to all the locations.
Yeah. Okay.
Info is where, if, like, Doug said, hey, we got to change the address because we moved this location across the street, or we got to change the business hours, or we got to add special hours for a holiday, or we've got to, I'm trying to see what else is on here. Change the phone number. So that is all located right here under info. So we haven't touched that in, like, over a year, but, like, when we added Williamsburg, the new location had to be added, all the info needed added. Insights gives you a lot of information on, like, what are people searching to get to this location.
Yeah.
So this is pulling from Google Search Console. Total searches for this location within a month, or at least that we showed up in the search result. So there's a lot there. I'm not an expert on that. Reviews, replied, haven't replied, it's all here. Messaging we don't use, but you could set up a messaging app. So you could have somebody at the call center or wherever and make messaging available, where they can actually answer clients live through messaging. We've never used that. Doug talked about it a little bit, but we never did it. Photos. So I've tried to come in and update everything the best I can, but, like, this is broken out by category. So the top two it gives you is cover and logo. So if I need to, like, actually this logo is an old logo. So I'm going to go add the proper logo just to show you how it works. So I'm going to select my photo. And I know this stuff is, like, mundane, but I just want to go through it to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a square. So I got to set up a square formatted logo.
Yeah.
Inside Canva. Just kidding. Inside Adobe Illustrator. This is by category up here. So if I want to add photos of the interior, this is where you do it. Exterior, the team, if there's team photos. So really, like, this is what, you know, it breaks up these categories. Products we don't use, services we don't really use, website, you don't want to do this because it's the Google website, not our website. We don't want to compete against ourselves with Google. Now when I come down, I can add a new location. And then if I click on manage locations, it's going to pull these back up and I can click into another location and actually go through it and make updates.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. Do you guys need me to go through Google Search Console or Google Analytics?
As long as, I mean, if you have anything that you look in there or that you look at things on there often, then sure. Yeah.
Carrie, how about you?
I'm sorry, what's happening?
Do you want me to go into Google Search Console or Google Analytics? I mean, the learning curve on that stuff is like as simple as reading 3 articles on Google and then just a lot of time. So I don't want to
That's
get into
fine.
like, okay, so skip them.
Yeah, I should be okay with that. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
having like a sudden allergic reaction on my face. I'm dealing with that right now. I apologize.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
No, it's okay. It's all those willow trees in North Carolina.
something. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, so let's go to